Hey friends, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be a bit of a wild one, so please buckle up. I am very loud in this video. I have actually just finished filming the video and I have finally calmed down a little bit. This is going to be a video where I talk to you guys about what an autistic meltdown feels like for me. As always, this is my little disclaimer to remind you that I do not speak on behalf of all autistics out there in the world. This is purely my sort of anecdotal experience on the whole thing from my eyes only, and I do invite you though, if you feel safe to do so, please head down into the comments section as you're watching, after you're watching, before you're watching, whenever you're watching, and let me know what your experiences are like with autistic meltdowns. How are you recovering? How are you handling it? Do you have support systems in place? What are your biggest struggles? All of these things, because you never know who out there is reading your comment, including me, and is finding either comfort in knowing they're not alone. Maybe they're finding help or tips or whatever. Now, I am just going to get right into the video without further ado, and I will pray that you guys still want to watch my content afterwards. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is it. Sit down, get a beverage, get a fidget. So you guys want to know. You guys have been asking, well, what's a meltdown? Would you feel comfortable talking about it? Well, I am about to melt down, so we're going to talk about what it feels like, okay? And I'm going to try and walk you through it, and maybe in the process, somehow calm myself down. So what am I experiencing right now? Well, first of all, my headphones are not charged, and they're at 30%. And after 30%, it's a very questionable situation. So they're charging. Should I have charged them before I left? Yeah. Did the executive dysfunction prevent me from? Yeah. I'm too hot. Everything is too loud. I can feel every inch of my skin, and my clothing is all really uncomfortable. And I can feel it everywhere. I can feel my socks. I should just take the socks off. Can I take the socks off though? Okay, sit with that for a minute, because it's all up here. It's too hot. It's too hot. It is too hot. Summertime? No. Autumn is my time of the... My digits, everything gets itchy. And it can't be scratched. It's fucking horrible. It's usually around my ankles, my hands, my arms, sometimes like under here, and there's nothing I can do to fix it. The first thing that I usually notice is suddenly sounds that don't normally cause me issues. And like big, like it's drastic. It's a sudden change where I'll just be fine and all of a sudden it's like, is your nose whistling louder than it usually does? Like, oh my God. Me being able to like rationally think and like comprehend a situation, gone. Just gone. Like all of a sudden everything is a 10. Everything is a 10. I can't get like a full breath of air. Also like anxiety inducing when this happens. You're gonna see, I'm not gonna edit it out. I'm touching my nose a lot. I know that I am, because this is part of what happens. I have OCD in addition to everything else. So what you can't see is I'm constantly flexing one hip to the other hip to the other hip to the other, because I didn't do it right. Right? Same thing with the armpits. You'll see me do like this. I'm literally flexing muscles because I didn't do it right. Oh, hell. So what do I do? What do I do in these moments? Well, usually I put on the headphones. And usually that helps. I'll hide in the dark. I don't usually film videos like this. You can see why. And like none of these things really help. The only thing that helps is isolation, darkness, cold, and time. That's really it. And how is this interpreted by society and friends and family? I'm being a huge bitch. That's how it's usually interpreted. Because my face starts doing things that my face shouldn't be doing. I am no longer able to interpret what's on your face. So I just assume that you're being an ass. I don't know what you want. And usually I can just like rationally understand and like comprehend that their face is not necessarily a direct reflection of how they feel about me in any given moment, because most of my friends, and I'm grateful for this, I hope feel like they can be at least a little bit unmasked around me, as I sometimes feel like I can with them. But this isn't pretty, and I don't like subjecting I don't love subjecting people to this. It's not good. And this right now, what I'm experiencing is actually pretty mild when you compare it to some of my worst case situations. And I don't know, like, what, I don't I don't even know what I was saying. Oh my God. It's not funny. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's really not funny. I know when I am having these moments, I am having a hard time. I am not giving you a hard time. You may be also experiencing a negative series of emotions in response to how I am doing. That's not my problem. In the midst of a meltdown, I'm sorry, but it's not my fault. I know when I'm being a bitch, and I know when I'm having a meltdown, and there is a difference. And I don't like that throughout the course of my life, when I've had moments like these, that it's always resulted, because I also didn't know what it was. So it would turn into a big fight, because I feel I am so agitated right now, I could scream. I'm so agitated. And it's anger. It's anger that I can hear. And I'm not angry at my husband. And I'm not angry at my dog. And I'm not angry at the air conditioner. I'm angry at the sensation I have at the stimulation and the fucking sounds, okay? Because I can hear him out there, and I can hear the air conditioner out there, and the cars going by, and the spit swishing around in my mouth. I can hear the chair. Every time I shift in the fucking chair, I can hear the chair. I can hear the dog sniffing at the door. And it's not that these are just bad sounds and that, I'm so mad at you. It's not that. It is causing me pain. There's like science and shit to back this up. I'm not just pulling this out of the air, but oh my God, I am telling you, I don't love this. I don't love it. I was going to try to film this. I wanted to film this while I was having an upset that wasn't quite like a fully realized upset. This is what I would still call, this is kind of the rumblings phase is what we're in right now, where I can still turn this around. I could still turn this around. I can take off all the layers. There's no layers, but I can get in my underwear, crawl under my blanket. Once my headphones are charged, I can put those on, and I can just not move and not interact with any of the other humans in the world for several hours, and that can help. And I don't always catch it. And then it looks like I went from 0 to 100 to most people, because often I'm not in a position where I can just safely melt down in front of people. So I mask and I fucking pretend that it's fine until I lose it. And it's like, well, what the hell? Like, oh my God, like, why? You just exploded, like, God. And like, nobody else wants to like take responsibility also, because most people don't acknowledge like the disability side of it, that this isn't something that I am consciously doing. This is not something I brought on intentionally because I love to stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to keep it interesting. That's why I feel like I'm dying. Honestly, like I can't explain it. It's like I am on fire. It is too hot. It is too loud. It is too itchy. It is everything bad all at once. And I do not know how to handle it anymore. There was a time in my life where I could suppress it. I could wait until I got home. I was working actually as a dog bather. I was dealing with a difficult dog who didn't like the force dryer, and I was trying to make this not a shitty thing for this dog. Like, I was trying to cover I had to use the force dryer on this dog. This is unfortunate. Don't get me started on people and their dogs, but this is a situation we could have all avoided. Okay, great. And I needed to dry this poor animal. And I was getting a bit frustrated, and I was overstimulated because I didn't know that I should be wearing earplugs, because I didn't think that was my problem. Why do you need to know? This is why you need to know. I feel like I'm going to say that in every single fucking video, but this is it. This is why. Sorry, I am really over the top. It's too much. I know, you've probably clicked away. I don't blame you. I wish I could click away too. My manager was actually on the ground with a bigger dog beside me. This was over a decade ago, so just so you know, like, no hard feelings. And she took the force dryer nozzle, like with the nozzle on it, not just open, but like the thing, and stuck it up my smock. Whether that was intentional or not, and it went up my back, and I swear to Lucifer, I lost it. And I had no words to describe why I was upset. Not that she would have understood, but I felt like I wanted to, what I wanted to say now, if I could say, why would you do that? There could have been so many things that could have happened there. Or I could have been diagnosed way earlier in life and had tools. You know, I need accommodations. I could have asked for accommodations. You know, so many of these people wear the big earmuffs. The ones, I've shown you guys them before on this channel. They wear the big earmuffs. I could have just worn those and saved everybody a headache. Okay, so. "14 minutes of this." I don't want to live in a world all the time where I have to apologize for the part of my brain that makes this the disability that it is. Because this is, in fact, very disabling when this happens. And I can feel myself coming down a little bit now, kind of actually talking through this and being in my office space surrounded by things, and just I got my fidgets, and I'm very unmasked right now, and that's also very helpful. But when I think of the number of times that I've put somebody else's comfort above my own, that has been pretty bad. And I don't love that for me. And I don't want that for you guys either. It is the reality of our situation for a lot of us. And I don't know how I would present this differently to people, because I am also, I will say, quite privileged in the fact that I can now articulate what my problem is, and that I have the ability to vocalize and to say, like, no, this is what's bothering me and this is what the issue is. Sometimes it is quite hard because I can't always hone in on a feeling. Sometimes that's quite hard for me, and I won't really know what it is I'm experiencing until it's either too late or until the sensation's even passed. I can feel myself trying to pull it together for you guys so that there's at least some kind of cohesive information happening in this video. But it's messy. And I hope that at least in part helped answer your question about what a meltdown looks like for me, or what it feels like, or what my experience is like. That was a little bit haphazard. I'm honestly pretty scared to look back at this footage. I am grateful that in the moment I was able to isolate myself and just go over it, because the reality is I forget pretty quickly what this feels like after it's passed and I feel okay. And that in itself is part of the struggle, because I'll feel like, oh, I don't need my accommodations. I'm feeling really great today. And that always leads to a problem, because I do always need my accommodations. And I have to remind myself of that. Like, hey, do you remember that time that you smacked yourself really hard upside the head? Because that does happen. That's not something I would ever want to show you guys here, because that's a really uncomfortable thing. The number of sort of occurrences of something that extreme is very rare and could have been avoided. And could have been avoided if I had given myself the time and taken the space, or had the help that I actually really needed. Because it's a really very real thing that a lot of autistics deal with. As always, these are just my personal experiences. I do not claim to speak on behalf of the entire autistic community. I definitely don't. But if you would like to, I really, like, I cannot emphasize this enough. The appreciation I have to all of you who are leaving comments on my videos and sharing your experiences. You're doing for me something incredible. I feel like I have found my people. I feel like I'm not alone. And that is a very reassuring I mean, I don't feel glad that you guys are having these struggles too. Please don't misunderstand, but just know that like, I feel so seen and I appreciate it so much. So that's going to be it from me for today. I don't want to be like, I hope you enjoyed watching me freak out on the internet live for the whole world to see. You guys know I love you. Have a beautiful day. Hydrate. Get your laundry out of the dryer. Take your meds. And I will catch you guys all in the next video. Bye for now.